Should I pull my money off of a crypto exchange? My guess is you're probably asking yourself this question, and if so, then you've come to the right video. In this quick video, I'm going to explain the benefits of keeping your money on an exchange, if it makes sense to withdraw the money from the exchange, which exchanges are most reputable and likely to stand up, and what are the alternative solutions, or what are the best solutions to pull your crypto off of an exchange into a different sort of wallet. So with that being said, my name's Adam Winnig. I've been involved in crypto since 2014. I help make this channel to make your trading easy, lucrative, and fun. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Why would you possibly want to pull your money off an exchange? Well, if you look at the CEO of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, he recently said that a lot of third-tier exchanges are secretly insolvent. Now, what does that mean? That basically means that they're not going to be able to repay their debts. And if we just take a look at this, if we look at what happened to Celsius, which is a massive firm that had over $12 billion in assets, they basically suspended all withdrawals and locked up billions in user funds due to these extreme market conditions, right? So they had about $12 billion in assets. They're lending out about $8 billion. And because the price of crypto has crashed, they're now in some really troubled waters. They've halted withdrawals. And thankfully, I personally withdrew most of my money off of Celsius as soon as I caught this sort of FUD, but I know a lot of people got stuck in this situation where a lot of their funds are locked up in Celsius. They don't know if they'll ever be able to withdraw them. So we don't want that to happen to you. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Also, we saw Voyager, another massive exchange that suspended all trading, all deposits, all withdrawals. And then we also saw CoinFlex that recently followed, and they still have halted their withdrawals on their platform. So with that being said, I think that it's personally risky to have your money on centralized exchanges at this point, especially these platforms that are paying you out interest like they're doing on like Celsius, for example. I think it's risky because a lot of the times Celsius is taking your assets, they're going depositing it and yield farming somewhere else, or they're lending out your money, and it adds this leverage or it adds this risk. And I think that's the reason why we've seen such a big crypto crash, is because of excessive leverage from these centralized exchanges. So with all that being said, when is the time and place to actually use an exchange? Now, just because I think that it's risky to hold your money on a centralized party or centralized exchange, I don't think that there's not a time and place to actually do that. Now, I also like to use a centralized party like KuCoin. I still do have funds on here. There was some fear around KuCoin this week, but I still have some funds on here, not a lot, the majority of them not. I'll tell you where I put the majority of my funds, but I still do have money on here that I'm trading with. Also, if I want to buy or sell cryptos really easily, then I can do it here. Also, if I want to deposit fiat, or if I want to cash out and take it back to my bank account and actually convert it to fiat, then this is the use case for different centralized exchanges. Maybe it's KuCoin, or maybe internationally you use Binance, or maybe you use, Coinbase. And I think probably Binance and Coinbase are probably a little bit safer. I think KuCoin's a big exchange, which there was some fear around it, but I don't know. That's why I don't have a lot of money on here. And I recently just withdrew a lot of my money to different places, which I'm going to talk about next. Now, I also did have some money on Nexo.io, which is similar to Celsius, right? You deposit money. It's like a savings account in a sense. They pay you interest on your assets. And here was my thinking. My thinking was, okay, I could get 5% per year by depositing my Bitcoin or my Ethereum or, DOT or whatever asset onto Nexo. But is the risk worth the reward, right? As traders or as investors, you have to always think in terms of risk reward. The reward is I get 5% more. The risk is that I lose my assets and I'm not able to withdraw them. Is the risk worth the reward? Absolutely not. It's skewed totally in the opposite direction. So with that being said, where's the best and safest places to actually store your crypto and withdraw your crypto to? Obviously, hardware wallets are going to be the safest place that you could possibly withdraw your funds to. But I think that these also come with added risks in the sense that, that it is like, maybe not added risks, but I'll say that added complexities, right? A lot of people don't know how to use these. It's a lot slower to do transactions with. Sure, if you're just storing some crypto, then this may be a good situation to actually do it. Or like Trezor, for example, right? Trezor maybe has a little bit of better user interface, but both of these are kind of the blue chips in terms of cold storage situations. Now, I know that most of you guys probably aren't going to go and buy and set up your Trezor or Ledger wallet, and I totally understand that. And that's why these other hot wallets have become very popular. One of my favorites is MetaMask. You're probably familiar with MetaMask. MetaMask is great for Ethereum and EVM-based chains or Ethereum-based chains that can integrate with Ethereum. So MetaMask is great. It connects to most apps, but it doesn't have all blockchains. If you want to find a solution that has more blockchains, then you may want to look into Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet has a lot of blockchains that it supports. I believe over 60 blockchains that it supports. You can see all of the assets: Bitcoin, Litecoin, Solana, DOT, Dash, Cosmos. I mean, you can see Avalanche, Arbitrum. Like, it really supports Harmony, a lot of different BNB, XRP, like a lot of different blockchains. I think this may be the hot wallet that supports, more blockchains than anything that I've seen. One other hot wallet that I actually do like is something called Exodus as well. It's great for Bitcoin, XRP. It has a bunch of different assets. Solana. You can see all the assets that it supports right here. And I think this is a cool platform as well. They do have a really nice user interface. So if that's important to you, then you may like this. They have like a portfolio grid, and you can see all the assets that they support. Looks like currently like 226 assets. So this is another good situation. So with all that being said, I would say that is the risk worth the reward? And here's the thing. You may be thinking, well, I don't want to pay the gas fee to, or the withdrawal fee to, withdraw it from my exchange to my cold wallet. And then if I want to send it back, I have to pay another fee. And you're thinking about this wrong, because sure, the fee may be a couple dollars and you may think, I don't want to do that. But even if you only have $100 and the fee is, a couple bucks, it's actually worth it, because what's the risk? The risk is that you lose your funds. And the risk, also is that you pay a couple dollar fee, but you get to keep your funds. It's totally worth it. Now, if you thought this video was helpful, then go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And also come over to bluedgefinancial.com/crypto. And you may want to consider becoming a member. We have our crypto academy, our portfolio, our crypto playbook, and our algorithm that you'll all get access to for being a member. So go on over there right now, consider becoming a member, and we'll see you in the next video.